Hi there, Kathy Morrison here. I just thought I'd share with you how I put together Pocket Letter. My methods have changed a little bit lately, but I'm going to quickly show you what the usual format is. You know, you choose some various different papers on the theme and you cut them to fit the pockets, and so you have a kind of a hodgepodge of design, and so that's kind of what I did. I put this whole entire binder together from scrap of paper that I was saving that I really love. So what I want to do though is show you what I've been doing lately. I'll show you one. I've shipped all the ones I had done off, but I do have one that's in progress, so I'll show you that one quickly. And so you can see that it's more of a piece that tells a story. Whoops, there's odds and ends floating around here. But it says, you know, our Halloween greetings, and I've cut the background paper from all one piece of paper. And these are all from Graphic 45. I think it was called Halloween Hauntings that year. And so there's a little witch and the owls, and those have all been cut from that same paper line. The chipboard piece is also from their chipboard line to match the paper. And so anyway, what I want to do is show you how easy it is to cut these. And the reason that it's come to my attention is because I bought these sheet protectors from different places, and they're not always exactly the same size. Some of them are much smaller than others. So yeah, I can't go with a standard size. So I'll show you, I'll just get started and show you what I do to keep it simple for myself. And maybe just share this with you so you can, you know, sort of avoid some of the frustrations that I've had. Okay, so I'm hoping you can see this. I don't know that putting colored paper in the background would help. Yeah, you can. So this is the top. Just make sure I've got the top end here. And what I'll do is, for example, I'll choose a paper. I like this one. It has a little scene on it. It's a Bo Bunny back to back, so it's got some colored pattern on the back. It's called 12-inch Allura Squiggles. Allura. Anyway, I really like this paper, and I bought two pieces, and now if I can just find the other piece, it would be lovely. Well, anyway, I'll find it at some other point. But the reason that I was looking for it is because typically when I use this method, I'll use one piece of paper for the background and it goes in the sleeves, and then I will fussy cut some of the elements out and put them on top so it's dimensional. But anyway, let's get started. And the first thing that I want to do is decide what exactly it is I want to be in my pocket letter. And because this is just part of the image, I'm going to slide it to this side and decide that what I want is essentially it's going to be from there over, which is fine. That's a good little image. I could cut off a little bit of that sign, but I don't think I want to. That might be one of the images that I want. So what I start with is a pencil, and I just take the paper, set it on. Usually I start on the other side, but this is a different paper, so and I need to decide if I want. I think I want it like that. So I'm just going to nick off the bottom. Whoops, sorry, I'll move it up. I'm measuring. Oh, this is just not quite right. I'll turn it sideways for you. So I'm measuring from the top edge of the pocket sheet protector to the bottom edge. I'm just putting a little nick with a pencil, and I'm going to trim that bit off. I was wearing a poncho and I'm just finding it a little too warm now. It's a brand new cutter, so there we go. So I'll just get rid of that little bottom bit. Oh, that's much better. My other one had some glue in it. It wasn't very nice to work with. Okay, so now for the pencil. And all I do is line this paper up with the edge of where the perforation marks are, where it's sealed, and and I'll slip the paper up a little bit from the bottom so that I can actually see where the vertical marks are for the dividing. And I'll just go ahead into my paper cutter and trim off a vertical strip from there. And that gives me the width that I want for the first strip. And then I'll take this first strip and I'll pop it into the pocket. So you see it fits? And what I'll do is, just with a pencil, I'll mark the very top edge of this pocket. And that's where I'll cut. I'm going to try quickly to do this for you. So that's one. And with these kinds of, this kind of paper is not very forgiving. You've really got to make your cuts well. So I'm going to put the next one in. You can see that I slipped the next one in, and I'm just going to mark, make sure it's in all the way, and mark the top of that pocket, cut, and put that in there. And then I'll go back in and trim a little bit. That one went up too high. Yeah. Yep. I'm forgetting myself. There we go. Slide it in all the way and go ahead and trim off the top of that one. And I was a little hasty here, and now I've got a little more than I need. I wasn't careful enough, so I'll just nick that off. It's not going to make a big difference. And there we go. So that's part of the image, so you can see how it's going to come together. And I'll do the same thing with the next one. I'll just seat it in here next to the perforations and above the bottom just far enough so that I can see where to mark near the next. Whoops, I better not cut that. Next perforations are. And I'll quickly go ahead and cut that. And this is really just for people that are struggling with, you know, how to get these pieces cut to the right size easily and have it look good. I know the first few that I did, I was a little befuddled as to how to go about it. I measured, and then of course the measuring didn't work because the pockets weren't always the same size. Even within one sheet protector, I found sometimes this the edge near the binding edge, the pockets were actually smaller. One in. If you can hear that humming in the background, I'm sorry, it's my neighbor having their furnace cleaned, and I wasn't expecting that. However, we'll carry on. Okay, and so now you can see that this image, this background, is coming together. And the next one, the same thing. Line it up to the edge of the perforations and just above the bottom, and go ahead and cut vertically, and then at least you're going to have everything the same width and it will fit in the pocket. Okay, and then you just take the bottom of the sheet and slide it in. My pencil's failing me. Okay, and I have 2 sheets of the same paper, and as I said, the reason for that is that I can cut some of the elements out and put them on top. So, for example, for this little piece here, I can pop the tag or sign on top, and I can actually write something on or put some, you know, letter it on somehow or another. I can make a sign out of it. It's just, you know, if you want an element to stand out in some way, that's what I find works. And I got a little bit tired of doing the individual pockets That said, I have seen some Halloween pocket letters online that are spectacular. They look like mini pocket letters. There's 4 pocket cards on the front and 4 pocket cards on the back, and each one is different, and I think they're really neat. But anyway, so there you go. That's my background complete, and now it's just a matter of embellishing. I'll put my T in one of these and my letter in another, and then on the back is where I'll put the goodies. They'll all be slipped in here. So anyway, that's my method for creating a background for pocket letters. Thanks for watching. Bye now.